Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. It's so nice to see so many of you here. Thank you for joining me here tonight, everybody. Hello to Rena. I know there's several of you, but we all know. Wink, wink, no, not. Hello to Yang Lovelace. How you doing? Hello, Anna Heger. How you doing? I hope you're doing well tonight. Hello, Manta Samantha. Hello. Thank you. Yes, definitely hit the like button, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Hello, Vilma, Yana. Hello, Babamoto Vlogs. Hello. Hello, Shirley Berrien. Hello, RR Mix. How you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Bonjour, the Dojo of Manhood. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're in the knowledge and relationship chat, so thank you for stopping by, even if it's for a minute. I don't mind if you have me play in the background to pay attention to his. I really don't mind. Thank you. Thank you very much for stopping by here for a second. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And yeah, definitely hit the like button, everybody. So we're going to go to a little sticker here. I'll start the show in a second, guys. And tonight we're talking about, of course, the creepy side of YouTube. I'll be right back after this little mini commercial break here, guys. So I hope everything is well with all of you. I'm just going to stop the music for half a second so I can put in the quote unquote commercial, i.e., the spotlight on my own video. But like I said, guys, thank you for being here, one and all. And we'll be right back in 24 seconds. Hello. Well, the Dojo of Manhood, to tell you what I'm talking about tonight. I started a little mini series. It's off and on where I talk a little bit about the creepy side of YouTube, right? So the things that we kind of just like, sometimes you click one thing and oh, that's interesting, and you click the next thing, oh, and then you end up down the rabbit hole, and you're like, wait a minute, how did I get here? Wait a minute, this was what I expected. So tonight I'm going to be talking about the National Meat Park. What? Yes, the National Meat Park. You heard that right. It sounds very weird, and it is actually as weird as it sounds. But I won't go in depth. I want you guys to have the pleasure of looking into it for yourselves. So don't worry, Dojo. If this isn't for you, you're more than welcome to, like I said, just have me in the background. Peekaboo! Hello, knowledge and relationships. Yes, thank you. Thank you for taking a half a second. I know you're doing your live, so thank you very much, sir, for stopping by and always supporting me. Big up to you. Bonsoir, Pray Peter. Bonsoir, comment ça va, mon ami? Hello, my dear friend. Amazing MNG. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for catching the live show. And I hope to see more of your lives as well. Because I know you said you did four. I was only able to catch one, and I definitely want to see more of yours. And don't be shy if you need help, if you have questions. Feel free to comment. My email is on my about section, so you're more than welcome to send me a quick little, hey, I need help with this. Oh my God, yeah, they're definitely right, Dojo. Uh, YouTube can get pretty creepy if you know where to go. So yeah, we're gonna get into it as usual. I don't go into great details into things. I'm not an expert in a lot of things. I'm just giving you guys my personal thoughts, my personal opinions on various topics. Sometimes I get into trouble. Sometimes, if you guys saw my live on Sunday night, you'll know what I mean. But hopefully, hopefully this one won't get me into any kind of trouble, guys. I hope. But anyways, that's as much as I'm going to talk about that. Bring in the woosahs. And let go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, right? we'll move on, and big ups and blesses to everyone. So, anyways, I'll get to the topic of tonight's show and we will make it quick. So, tonight we're going to be talking about, like I said, the National Meat Park. I can't take credit, it's not something that I just discovered. I'm the first person on my own that figured this out. I did figure this out. This is another channel that I do subscribe to and I follow him. Comes up with a lot of very interesting topics, a lot of the weird side of YouTube. I will give him full credit. It's a channel called Wendigo. Okay, I will add it to the description later on. So if ever you guys want to give him a shout out, excuse me, if you guys ever want to check out his channel, if you want some of those weird side of YouTube, those things are a little bit unusual or different, definitely go check him out. So I definitely discovered this topic through him, as I did discover the other weird side of YouTube topics from him. So again, I definitely believe in giving credit where credit is due, right? So I definitely got that topic and idea from him, but I'm just giving you guys my personal opinions and thoughts on the matter of my own. Okay. So obviously, guys, you're more than welcome to say what you have to say. If you have questions or anything else, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out. And yeah, we'll put back the music and get going. So, and I will provide the link to what I'm going to show you, so that way you guys can follow on your own or check it out on your own pace. Okay. So again, guys, I'm just giving you a quick little synopsis, my own little thoughts and ideas on this topic. I'm, like I said, no expert. I'm no, like I'm gonna go in depth. I think Wendy Goo's video about this is like something like an hour and a half, something like that. I'm not gonna do an hour and a half on this topic. I just find it very interesting. This is definitely the kind of thing that I like and enjoy, but I know it's not for everybody, right? So and that's fine. So okay, get the music going, have it in the background. Let me know, guys, if the music is too loud, because I think hello, K Business Podcast. Thank you, Peter, for stopping by to provoke to provoke to support. My goodness, thank you. Hello, K Business. I hope you guys are all doing well tonight. And thank you for your support, guys. Even if you just have me in the background playing, I'm absolutely fine. Or if it's just giving me a chat, giving me a like, any kind of engagement, I appreciate. I enjoy, and I'm definitely here for you. Like I said, if you guys need anything, don't be shy. Honesty is the best policy, right? I'd rather you guys be direct and clear and say what you have to say rather than anything else. All right. Anyways, so I'm going to provide you guys with the link. Let me go actually find it. Ooh, did I lose it? Okay, I think I don't have the link anymore. Okay, so just give me a second, guys, to get the link for. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, so I do have it. All right. So I'm going to give you guys. This is the link to. Uh, excuse me. To the Mystery National Park. And I will get into details about it now. So just give me a second here. I'm just going to get to. I find having a few tabs open to have my own live going. Oh, why is my own channel not? Okay, give me a second here. Okay, there we are. Okay, got it. All right. So I'm going to send you guys. So this is the link for. So this is a link for the National Mead Park. So you guys are more than welcome to follow along by clicking the link. Of course, I will share it on screen, so it's up to you. This link, you guys can go to it at any point, and if you want to check it out for yourself afterwards, if you want to go to Wendy Goose channel and check out his review of the National Mead Park, that's absolutely fine. He definitely goes into a lot greater detail and a lot more quote unquote like in depth on the topic, and that's fine. I like I said, I'm no I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert on the topic. I just want to present to you guys something that I find interesting and enjoyable. If you guys like it, great, fantastic. If you don't, you don't. So please let me know if you're watching this on the replay and you've been to the National Park website or Tumblr, I should say, and you have your own thoughts and ideas. Please let me know. I'm always open to discussions. If you didn't like it, if you found it too weird, too creepy, whatever, I'm all down for all that kind of conversation. All right, guys, so let's get into it without any further delay. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen and we're going to go through this together, guys. All right, so let me do this now. So give me a second to press the right buttons in the right order. So we're gonna share the screen. So again, if you guys, if the music is too loud or not loud enough, let me know because for me on my microphone, on my headphones, it plays it at max. So I don't know what it actually sounds for you guys. So like I said, just let me know if it's too loud or too low or whatever the case might be, or if it's just right. Okay. So put one if it's just right, or two it needs some kind of adjustment, and let me know. All right. So, ooh, press the wrong one, of course. I don't need a video file. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to just simply share our screen and get to the Chrome tab. And there we are, mystery. There we go. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is the Tumblr. Some of you guys are following along with me on the link, and that's absolutely fine. Excuse me. So, the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, that's the official title of it, Internet Archive. Now, obviously, I got some of what I'm going to say from Wendigo. Again, I'm giving him credit for it. But a lot of it is, as you can see, some of the posters, some of the signs, some of the things that you would see in an actual national park uh, back in the 80s and 90s. So it has a sort of quote unquote old timey feel of it. Now, with the National Meat Park, what I'm going to call it that, I mean, obviously that's not the official title of it, but that's what I can remember. Um, there's no official storyline to it. Okay, a lot of it is pieced together through these posters, through these pamphlets, through these advertisements, and kind of all of it stitched together and kind of little connections put together. I like that because a lot of it, so as you can see, this is clearly more 1980s kind of style of clothing and look, right? So I kind of like that kind of idea where they're not telling you what to think per se, right? It's more a lot for you to discover on your own and to put together on your own. So you kind of have to like read everything and take notes and make the connections that you make, right? So you have obviously a very Coke ad that's very unique to this, right? And again, very 80s and 90s, maybe even in this case, maybe with that band late 70s kind of thing. So you're definitely not talking about something that happened back in 2019, right? So with all these different things, you're putting together all the storyline. So a lot of this can be subject to interpretation, right? How I put it together is going to be different from what everybody else puts. Hello, hello, Lashes Journey. Sorry, I just saw you. Of course, I can't pay attention to my sharing screen. So if I don't say hi to you, please forgive me. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just sometimes when I'm sharing the screen, I can't pay attention to what I'm seeing on my shared screen. So thank you, Lashes Journey, for being here and for your continued support. Especially, I know that you work a couple nights a week, so thank you very much for being here and taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. This won't be a very long live because I do want to go back to knowledge and relationship. He has a live as well. I did put that on my community tab. So if you guys want to give him a shout out, tell him she stole my thunder, sent you. Great, fantastic. But you can always join him after I do my live. That's absolutely fine. So guys, if you need to step away, if you need to leave, no worries. Just send me your love, That's absolutely fine. But I'm glad to have you guys here with me for as long as you need to be or want to be. So as you can see, we're just doing a quick little quick little glance at all the different elements. So obviously, with this kind of storyline, since it's not like a full text, right? You're not reading a book here, right? A lot of this stuff is mostly visual, right? And with just like this one here in the middle, that is, there is some text to it. There is some, elements of it, but there's no. That's what's really great is that officially there's no starting point. You don't know what the first thing is. You kind of have to read through everything to sort of figure it out for yourself. Now, Wendigo does go into it and he does present things in the more, he did go through the more like, okay, this is the first thing, this is the second thing. I'm not going to do that. I think part of the fun thing is for you guys to figure this out for yourselves. I'm just going to, again, tell you guys my thoughts and opinions on it and sort of, pick out the things that caught my attention and that I enjoyed. But like I said, they're not presenting it in an order, but it can be right. It can, uh, there's people that discovered. So obviously here you see. Let me go into it. So we'll start with this one here. So obviously, this is a poster of the quote unquote meat part, right? So as you can see, it is promoted as a mystery flesh pit, right? National park. So that's the real title. I call it the national meat park. That's to me that's what I remember it as. Like I said, but the official name is Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, right? So of course, uh, part of it is somebody somewhere discovered this, right? And nobody knows what this is, right? Is it a, it's obviously a living creature, right? But nobody knows is it what kind of living creature this is, right? Is it an alien? Is it a creature that's always been on Earth, but we just recently discovered it? There's a whole bunch of questions about it, right? Hence, mystery flesh pit. Now, what do we mean by flesh pit? It's because, as you can see, this is the flesh of it, right? The the body of the animal, the creature, the monster. I don't know what term you really want to use, but you can actually go into it, right? So of course, as they discovered more and more, as they literally tunneled through this, they discovered that some parts of it are very safe and are not going to harm anybody, and then there's other parts of it that are very dangerous and can cause you problems, right? So we won't get into too much details about that because again, a lot of it is going to be, uh, you know, not really PG, not really for the general public. Okay, and I do have to be mindful of YouTube. I don't want to get myself into more trouble than I'm already in. So, again, if you guys want more details, you can check out. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put in the link to Wendy Goon, sorry, uh, his review of the National Meat Park. Okay, he does a very good review of this. So shout out to him. So if you guys want to, hello, Nicole and Towel Games. Hello, Black Money Corp. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I didn't see you guys come in. Like I said, when I'm watching the shared screen, I can't pay attention to the live chat. I have to do like Lashes. Lashes is she's really good, man. She's good at her lives where she's smart enough to get okay, I'm gonna have my laptop and my cell phone going at the same time, so that way she can share the screen and check out the chat at the same time. Smart woman that. So guys, uh, if ever you guys need to, have a little, hey, I need to do something during my break, during I have an hour, please check out Lashes Journey. Show her some love, show her some support, guys. I hope you're doing well, Towels. I hope everything is well for you as well, Nicole. And now, of course, I hope everything is well with you, Black Money Corp. So we're going to share right now the review of Wendigo. So give me a second, guys. All right, so that's going to be Wendy Goon. Sorry, I keep mispronouncing his name. That's his review of the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. So check it out, guys, whenever you feel like it. Okay. Um, you don't have to give me a shout out because I don't think he knows me. So don't worry, but definitely check him out, especially if you are into the more weird side of the YouTube. So this is obviously when you see this, and that's what I like about. And yes, this is Tumblr. Okay, so Tumblr is one of those sites where it's a hit and miss when it comes to the content. Sometimes you'll find things like this where it's really interesting, really well done. Sometimes you'll just find more gossip or basic news. Hey, the Chicago Bulls, they won, or basic information news, so you don't really, always, it's not the best site ever. I think at one point it used to be the place to be, but now there's less and less people, for better or for worse. But when it comes to this, what I like about it is that you really get a sense that you're seeing, material that would actually exist in the real world. Because obviously I didn't touch upon it, but obviously they're not saying the mystery flesh pit actually exists, right? This is a completely fictionalized world. It's a completely fake thing. It's a completely fake storyline, right? I think every once in a while they mention real people, but for the most part it's completely fictitious, right? um, and although it's trying to pretend like it is in the US, like somewhere about Arizona, Texas, that kind of like south central area of the USA kind of place. You know what I mean? It's not really meant to be um, real life, right? I guess the best way, if this was literature, it would be like a historical fiction kind of place, right? Like if a national park like Yosemite, right, would have, instead of it being geysers, you'd have this mystery flesh pit, right? So it's like it's an alternative, history kind of storyline, right? So they're not out here trying to pretend like, oh, the government is hiding this from us, and what are they doing? It's no, we know this isn't real. It's just a fun story to follow along, and you have your opinions about it. I have my opinions about it, right? So that's what I kind of like, is that they try to make it as realistic as possible, right? So it's what's called a truism, where it sounds and looks realistic. This looks like a poster that you would find in the 80s or 90s, but we all know this is not real, right? So there's enough realism where it's believable, where if you don't know any better, you might fall for it, maybe, you know, but there's just enough where, of course, everybody knows. Like, look, if this really existed, if thousands of people went to this, there's probably going to be photos. There's going to be gift cards and postcards, I should say, and all that stuff that being sent. So how can you hide it, right? So obviously this is very fake. So please don't take it as I'm trying to present that this is a real thing, right? So that's that for this poster. Let's just go back to the next another one. Let's get back to, so that's one element that I like about this storyline. And like I said, I do like the fact that you're building this world on your own, right? You're not, the story isn't just given to you and you're just following along. You have to kind of make the connections on your own and kind of put the pieces together. You can, there is quote unquote an order, but they're not telling you what that order is. They're not telling you it has to be this or else. So you're kind of building this world for yourself, and you're discovering things for yourself at your own pace. That's why I'm not going into a whole lot of details about this for you, because I kind of feel like if I do that, you guys will lose out that experience as well. This is a rabbit hole that is, in my opinion, worth going on your own if it's interesting. It's definitely weird, guys. It's definitely not for everybody. I do admit to that. Okay, this is something that maybe if you have a 5-year-old, you might not necessarily want them involved, maybe. But if you're an adult and you like the weird side of YouTube, go ahead and enjoy, guys. Like I said, I dropped the link in the chat, so you're more than welcome to check it out for yourself. Right. So let's check out another one poster here. So obviously you have a typical, quote unquote caution sign that you would see in a lot of these different places. But here, as you can see, the venturial environment behind this blockhead constitutes the interior system of a living organism. This environment is actively hostile to human life, right? So obviously, with this particular poster or sign, uh, they're saying, look, there's some places that are not meant for humans. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show it, but there are certain parts of the flesh pit that are, that have canceled human beings. Let's put it that way. So you definitely, even though it is a national park, i.e., has all the benefits of a national park, meaning it's protected land, it gets government money, it has employees that regularly guard it, etc., etc. Uh, like if Jurassic Park became a national park, it's definitely very dangerous and not something that you want the animals to get out of control, right? So again, I won't go into that detail because we know how YouTube is when it comes to cancellations. So we're gonna let you guys discover that on your own. So we'll go into some of the few things that I caught my attention. So some of it is also, as you can see, there's a few on the right here where it's like the maintenance people, their clothing, right? So how people are looking when they are. So they obviously have different types of employees that work there, right? Uh, and especially this little, this looks like a whole thing, right? Surveyor. So obviously, it implies here that there's staff of different levels, right? That you're not going to be encountering this person on the left here, the interpretive ranger, in the same spots as you would this guy, right? They're not going to be in the same spot. So this guy is a surveyor, right? This guy's going to go into parts that are a lot more uh, dangerous and a lot more difficult to get through than the other parts. Okay, so that's one thing that caught me. So as you can see that with the storyline, they're really putting in a lot of details, right? It's not just um, hey, I discovered a flesh pit. It was interesting, and here's a couple pictures. They're building a whole world around it, right? They have, as you can see, employees of different levels and different functions. They'll have different protective gear, etc., right? So that's another thing that I find interesting in it is that the whole world, excuse me, the world building that they have with the National Meat Park, right? It's not just a standalone. Oh, this is a concept idea. It's like no, we're actually building something. Now, I haven't seen videos of the National Meat Park. It would definitely be fun to see if videos of it were created, meaning that they just brought this to life, like they had, let's say, an interpretive ranger come in and show you, and oh, this is the spa, and this is this, and I'm not creative enough to create those kinds of videos myself, but I definitely would like to see somebody do that because I think for the back rooms, that was really what I liked about that as well. I did do a video on that, so check out my creepy side of video playlist. I do have technically two videos, so it's not a big playlist at the moment, but I will be adding to it as I go along. Uh, that's what I liked about the back rooms is that it started off as a like a text, just a story on creepypasta, and that became a lot more. There's pictures involved, there's videos, there's people doing their own interpretations of it, etc. So I definitely would like to see people do that with this as well. So another the element that I like about it, let me go find it here. Sorry, I have to find it again. No, it's probably okay. Sorry, I just have to find the particular poster that really caught my attention here. That's it. Yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna come back to you guys while that's loaded. All right. So the major parasitic fauna of the Permian Basin superorganism. So the meat flesh, right? So this is the kind of thing that always fascinated me as a kid, right? Is all these charts of insects, of birds, of wild animals, right? So basically, with this poster, what it's saying is that these are some of the organisms or parasites that live within the mystery flesh part, right? So as you can read here, this chart, and many others like it, were produced by the Park Service as an educational tool for the use in classrooms, museums, and universities. Okay, I'll let you guys read because again, copyright, we have to be careful of that. So as you can see, these are some of the creatures that this storyline is saying lives in the flesh pit, right? So some of these things are harmless to human beings. They're not going to do anything. Quite the contrary, they'll probably run and hide if they hear even the slightest noise. But some of these things might actually go after you, right? Uh, some of them, the posters will go into greater details of individuals. Some of it, it's like you kind of have to figure it out on your own. So that's another element that I really like about it is the fact that uh, that they're building and saying that there's life within that life form. It's not a standalone creature, right? And um, I like the fact that they give mystery to the creature itself, right? It's never answered what the national the meat flesh pit is. They never telling you okay, it's an alien from another planet, or it's it's this, it's that, or whatever. You have to figure it out for yourself. You have to hypothesize and come up with your own ideas and say, oh, I think it's an alien. I think it's this. I think it's that. I think it's whatever it is, right? So they don't give you all of the answers. They give you enough where you can make the dots and you can kind of okay, yeah, it's somewhere in the U.S., it's somewhere in the south part. You know what I mean? They'll give you enough so that you're satisfied, but not enough where you know all the answers within the first 2 minutes, right? And that's what I don't like about a book or a movie is that you start reading in the first 5 pages. Oh, this person's gonna pass away. This person's gonna get canceled. That person's gonna get the girl, and blah blah blah. It's like no, you want to keep it's called the mystery flesh pit, right? There's mystery to it. You don't know what's going on, so it's not giving you the answers. So you have to, use what you have between your two ears to figure it out. So we're gonna go to one more element before I call it a night, guys. Let's see if there's any. Hello, hello, Rangoli. Hi, hi. How are you? Thank you, Diva's Kitchen. Thank you for sure. I'm glad to have you here and definitely appreciate the share and the like. And for sure, guys, share this out to everybody. And thank you again for your support, guys, for being here. I definitely appreciate it. So I'm going to show you guys one more poster and then we're going to call it a night. Let's see how long I've been here. Okay, 35 minutes. That's good, right? You guys are happy at least, hopefully. So let's see, what else can I show you about? Okay, yeah, we'll show this one. So there's a few of it like that I like here, but this is a good one. So here's a more realistic, and it is a little bit gross here, guys. Sorry, should have given you guys a gross out warrant. Sorry, guys, I apologize. So, but this is a little bit gross, guys. Sorry, it's definitely not for everybody. But here, as you can see, they're really making it as okay. You're inside something that's actually living. What that something is, who knows? Right, so I'll stop sharing because that's maybe a little too much, but we'll end that little share right now. But again, the link is further up, and I did share the link of Wendy Kuhn's review of the Mystery Flesh Pit. So if you guys want to check out his review, feel free to do so, guys. It's definitely very interesting. Wendy Goon is a good source if you like mysteries, if you like the weird side of YouTube. You definitely should go out and check him out. Definitely a good resource, guys. But as you can see with that, they're really showing that there's a living organism inside of a very large cave. Now, they do describe the size of the creature that they've discovered. I don't remember the numbers to be honest, but it's definitely a very large creature, right? Now, because of the number of cancellations, the park did get closed. But basically, they figured, you know what, we're going to make money off of this as much as we can. And that ended up getting them in trouble because obviously, when innocent people start getting canceled, well, they tend not to want to keep national parks going, right? Um, but as you can see, it's there's lots of definitely different theories that you can go with what this meat flesh park is, right? Is it an alien? Is it a creature? I kind of want to feel like this is a uh, the opening of like the earth itself is the creature, right? And that we're just uh, how should I put this? We're because I don't want to make it sound like it's insulting or something. Like we're the parasites living on Earth, right? Uh, we're creatures living within another creature or on top of it, right? And that the Earth is really just one element of that creature. So we kind of, with the mystery flesh split, we kind of just discovered how to get within that creature, right? I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but that's just my theory, guys. Okay, I'm not, trying to say, this is real or this is what's really going on, and the government is trying to hide. Obviously, I'm just talking to you guys about, a fictional storyline and giving you guys my thoughts about it, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you guys will enjoy Wendy Goon's review of the Mystery Flesh Blitz. And that you guys hopefully enjoyed checking out the Tumblr page of the Mystery Flesh Pit. Like I said, you guys are not obliged to check out any of that if you don't want to. If that's not the kind of content that you like, don't worry. I don't take a personal offense. This is definitely not a paid sponsorship, so I'm not losing any money or any sleep over whether or not you guys are checking it out. As usual, I'm just giving you guys my personal adventures in YouTube land and presenting my thoughts and feelings about certain topics, right? Like it or leave it, it's up to you guys. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Hopefully, yes, bye, lashes. Have a great night, lashes. So, this is going to be a night. I'll call it a night for me, guys. So, thank you guys for being here. And sorry if I changed the date and time of a lot of my lives. I know it's supposed to present something else tonight, but it's just been one of those couple of days where, anyway, we won't get into it. So I'm going to call it a night. So have a good one, guys, and I hope everything is doing well for everybody. So sleep well, guys. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if there's somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while, that you haven't said I love you to in a while, that you just haven't spoken to, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and tell them that you love them. Lashes, give your husband and your kids a big hug and kiss for me. All right. So have a great night, guys. I miss you all already. So ciao, ciao. Bye, guys.